What is going on, beautiful beings and conscious co-creators? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Demi. I will be your reader for today. And if you're not new, what up? We are here to do a weekly pick a card. It's not actually weekly because I don't do these every week, but I do them when I am feeling inclined uh, to do them. So we are doing one for this upcoming week. I'm filming this on the 22nd of May. Hopefully, this will be out by the 22nd of May. If not, it'll be up early as in the morning on Monday. Okay, just so that you guys can get it for your week. So this is the week ahead type of video. Okay, now these are general readings, so keep that in mind. And also, what else do I need to say really quick? This is henna, just to let you guys know. Shout out to my henna lady. I actually don't have a henna lady. I'm manifesting that right now currently. This is someone who did do my henna, but I don't have a henna lady yet. But anyway, I'm in love with this design, and I think I'm going to be that person from now on, at least for the rest of the year. I'm just going to be a henna person because I absolutely just love looking at this. It's like mesmerizing to me. So if you're wondering what that is, that's what it is. So anyway, week ahead, here you go. You got three groups in front of you. These are actually three crystals that are in the video that I made titled, what is the title? Like how to use crystals in your spell work. I was doing these like candle magic one-on-one videos as part of my Mayday series where I just kind of give you guys like the basics, the stuff that I wish I would have known that I had to scour the internet to figure out and understand and even meditate my way through. And I just wanted to put everything together in one little series, mini series within a series. So I started that, and this is the second video where I basically talk about the crystals and how to incorporate them, not just in your spell works. You can literally use these crystals for meditating. You can put these crystals around your house, whatever. So if you are new to crystals, if you don't know much about them, and you're just kind of looking for a one-stop shop on how to incorporate them in the properties, the metaphysical properties that the crystals have, I will link that video in the card section and in the description box. Highly, highly recommend that you watch it. Plus, I worked really hard on it, so I would love you guys' input on that video. But these, if you want to know what these crystals are, their metaphysical properties, these are three crystals that are definitely in that video. So this is going to be adventuring. This is going to represent group 1. This is tiger's eye. This is going to represent group 2. And this is red jasper, and that's going to represent group 3. So I want you guys to take a second to meditate on which crystal or which group you want to pick. I'm going to do close-ups of these crystals as well, and that way you can kind of get a close-up look and, you know, kind of see them, because I'm using my baby stones today. I show them love every now and again, so I'm using those today. And yeah, once you do that, timestamps are going to be in the description box. They will also be in the comment section down below, so go ahead and find your group, and I will see you guys there. I'm going to start with group 1, but I will see groups 2 and 3 at your timestamp, okay? Let's get started. What is going on, group 1? This is your pick a card. We are talking about the week ahead for you. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I was feeling the urge to only pull out one deck, so that's what I did. So no multiple decks for today's read, but nonetheless, the message will still be hidden the same way. Thank you. Lots of jumping cards initially. Thank you. Cards that don't want to go all the way in. Thank you. All right. I'm going to pull an overall energy from the middle of the deck. 3 of Cups. So the 2 that did turn over, let me move adventuring over here, is the Hermit card. So Hermit card talks about going inward. Hermit card talks about seeking higher self. It also talks about the journey towards enlightenment. Sometimes it can even lead up to, it can talk about the journey leading towards awakenings, different types of awakenings, and even ego death. I love this card because I'm a hermit in real life. I really don't like people for real, like, like not as far like general purposes, you know. So I relate to hermit behavior because I'm very introverted by nature. Well, not by nature. I'm introverted when it's groups, large groups of people. When it's not, or when it's like I feel the urge to speak, I do. But anyway, if you guys relate, then that's probably why I even feel inclined to share it with you, because I feel like you guys kind of are the same way. You probably don't like people. You probably are feeling it. You're probably going to be even feeling in this upcoming week like more withdrawn, more isolated. So just kind of, if you feel that way, don't look at it as there's something going on with you or there's something wrong with you. It probably just means that there's something deeper that you're going to be feeling more inclined to meditate on this upcoming week. I feel like there are times in our lives where we just withdraw, and it doesn't necessarily mean something terrible is going on. It just means that we as spiritual beings, sometimes we need to remove ourselves from the matrix. Sometimes we need to remove ourselves from the hustle and bustle and the distractions of this world, so that we can get back to that solitude and that peace. Especially internally. So if you feel the inclination this upcoming week to, step away from, things, or maybe cancel, I see you guys even canceling appointments, canceling bookings, counseling, like meetings, things of that nature. If you feel inclined to do that this upcoming week, don't second guess it. Just go ahead and go with the flow. Don't doubt yourself. Sometimes we need to take a break, and our higher self will be telling us to do that in subtle ways. And it's our job to pay attention to those signs, okay? Queen of Wands is telling me that it's kind of like coming back to yourself. Some of you guys have kind of been knocked down. I don't know. It feels like maybe you're possibly having involved yourself in some sort of issue, conflict, where it's kind of knocked you down. It's almost like somebody like knocked you off your throne, almost a sense. So I feel like you're kind of trying to come back to yourself. You're trying to get back to normal, get back to baseline, where the neutral line is. I feel like I don't know, I get this sense that some of you guys that pick group one have kind of been feeling a little lost lately, and not lost as far as like what you're supposed to be doing in this matrix, but more so lost as far as who you are and what you relate to. And I keep feeling like you guys are on the precipice of an awakening, or another. Why is my phone going off? Or another type of awakening. Maybe you already had the initial spiritual awakening, but now you're kind of going through some more changes that are going to lead you a little deeper down the rabbit hole. I'll say it like that. And I will say though that if you guys, because the overall message is collaboration. Now, Three of Cups doesn't necessarily mean that these are actual physical entities that you collaborate with, but lean on your spirit team is what I will say. If you know who your ancestors are, and I'm talking about the ancestors that mean you well, mean you love and kindness, and want you to succeed, because you do have people that are physically here on this plane and not physically here on this plane, that could be linked to you or not, that do not want to see you well. So I really hate when I hear people say, oh, the ancestors, and they're trying to include everybody when not everybody is team you. So if you know the ancestors that are team you, if you know who your spirit guides are, if you know who your spiritual team is, I would highly rely on them this upcoming week, because I feel like you're going to be kind of going through the runner a little bit. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles talks about outward fulfillment, okay? Ten of Pentacles talks about, happiness and family dreams coming true. It talks about, I honestly look at Ten of Pentacles as you being satisfied with the roles that you chose to be in this life. That's how I look at it. So if you knew you wanted to be a mother and you want to be a good mother, like I see Ten of Pentacles being like, okay, that's kind of that's the energy that you are putting out there, and the energy that's going to be coming towards you. So if some of you guys have been kind of concerned about your motherhood, like being a mother. Like, so maybe some of you guys feel like you've been failing as a mother secretly. Of course, a lot of us don't. Well, I don't have kids, but I know a lot of mothers are scared to say these type of things out loud because they don't want to be judged by their friends or whatever. But like I said, some of this stuff is like not your friends, but your spiritual team that you need to talk to about these things. Or if you actually do have a friend that can share space with you, that you can open up about these concerns, let them know. But I want to say, if you are doubting that, or if you feel yourself doubting that this upcoming week, that, you know, you're questioning how good of a friend you are, how good of a sister you are, how good of a mother you are, or whatever, just know you are doing a good job. Okay, you're doing a good job. The effort is seen, even if it's not noted, even if it's not verbally discussed. Know that you are doing a good job. That the people that you are doubting are they feel your love. They may not be the best at saying it. I could see even like some of you guys with like teenagers, or some of you guys with like maybe even younger babies that are just going through a hard time in their own life, and you think that it's a reflection of you and your parenting, and it's really not. They feel your love. Okay, and keep in mind also, we're in Mercury retrograde, so communication's all over the place right now. This is not the week to be this is not the week to be taking communication seriously. The Devil card. The Devil card is talking about addictions, vices, what you're turning to, the things that you do in the dark that you don't want people to see. Some of you guys have been, I think it's really your guides have been working with you on kind of getting rid of some of the habits and patterns that you have that don't serve you. And so you may even feel some conviction coming this week, as early as this week, of, you know, you need to stop doing this, like you need to stop smoking if that's a vice of yours, or you need to stop binge eating if that's a vice of yours. You need to stop gossiping if that's a vice of yours. Like whatever it is that you have this habit of doing that you know you're not supposed to be doing, not what I know or what the neighbor down the street thinks, but the one that you know doesn't resonate with your higher self. Those things, I feel like those things are going to be kind of what you're dealing with as well. I feel like some of you guys, this is part of why you're probably going to start retreating, is because, you know, this is one of those weeks where your mind is going to be doing a lot. And what I notice is oftentimes when our mind starts to do a lot, because we're not spiritually tapped in sometimes because we're so distracted, we don't see what's coming, we don't see what's around the corner until we, you know, open up, reinforce that connection with spirit, even open our third eye a lot of times to really see what's happening around the corner, what's happening in the atmosphere. There's shifting happening basically in this world, not just with you, in this world. And I feel like group one, you guys are supposed to be, this is like preparation. This is preparation. You may be trying to figure out, like, what is she talking about? What's happening? Have you been watching the news? I don't even watch the news, but I've been watching it lately because I sense something is going on. Just watch the news for just a couple of days next week. Because something's going on. I keep telling my husband, like, I don't even want to say this shit online. I really don't. But something's going on. That they're telling you, but they're not being fully transparent. And it's not really their job to be transparent. It's your job to read between the lines. But I think some of you guys are needing to go through this little mental boot camp of yourself, because you've got to get ready for what's coming. Moon card. Moon card, I said this in my last video. I don't know what group it was, but moon card to me is always like Alice in Wonderland. Like the rabbit hole goes deep. Everything is not what you think it is. Everything is not what you think it is. Just because this looks like a card doesn't mean it's a card. That's what this card means. So this is not going to be for the people that only see things in black and white. This week, you're going to, I feel like you guys are about to start seeing some shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised if your dreams, like the things that you were dreaming about this upcoming week, you start seeing happen like the next day, like premonitions. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing like having premonitions, having like your deja vu is about to go up. Okay, I could see you guys having visions of things that are about to happen. I don't know why, but I feel like you guys are really psychic naturally, like really psychic. And the High Priestess card in reverse comes out. Yeah, I was feeling that. I was feeling like you guys are very spiritually, naturally psychic. However, you guys need to reconnect with your spirit guide. That needs to be something that happens this upcoming week. Because for the High Priestess to come in reverse, one means that there are things going on around you that you can't see because you're not tuned in. You're not at the frequency where you can hear spirit. You can't receive your downloads because you're not open to them right now. Somehow you've shut that off. And so you need to get back to that place. Two of Cups in reverse. You need to get back to that place because true love, not like love as far as like romantic relationship or even people. I'm talking about your true love. Like the thing that gets your heart going, the thing that brings you the peace. And I have a feeling it has something to do with your spiritual abilities. That needs to be reinforced. It's like you've kind of lost your footing, and this week is kind of all about getting you back on course. Yeah, the Fool card too. I wasn't even paying attention because I saw High Priestess and it was over. But it's about getting you back on course, Group 1. So, yeah, I see again, to summarize this up, this week is going to be one that is going to be hit. You're going to be hit with a lot of spiritual visions. You're going to be hit with a lot of spiritual interactions, I feel like. You're going to be tested. Now would be a good opportunity to fast from something that you know you have a really bad habit of doing. So again, whatever, because we're not perfect. I know we all kind of get lost in the sauce and we develop these really bad, negative. I'm not saying bad in the sense of like a judgmental way. I'm just saying like we develop these habits and these patterns that we know don't serve our highest self. So whatever that is, and you know what that is for yourself, because I feel like what I'm saying are things that your subconscious has been saying for a minute anyway. But fasting from those would be good. I feel like I'm in this group, but like going on a fast, going on a cleanse, starting that fast this week would be very, very, very helpful. Something I would advise. And keep your eyes open. Even if you don't want to watch the news, just keep your eyes open because shit's going down right now. Like, yeah, I don't even want to, I know, conspiracy theorists, whatever. Just pay attention. Because for some reason, you guys are meant to see this stuff happening as it unfolds. And also, don't doubt yourself. 10 of Pentacles, I just want to reinforce, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the position you have in people's lives. People value who you are and what you contribute and bring to the relationship. Whether you're a mother, father, sister, brother, whatever role you have, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Don't compare yourself to other people either. Just because so-and-so is this type of parent or this type of friend doesn't mean that that's the type of friend you need to be. Be authentic into yourself. Find your way back to yourself. Queen of Wands needs to be upright. Figure out how to get her back upright. Fix yourself, dust yourself off, put your chair back in the right position and sit down and assume your place again. Okay, that is your reading, Group 1. If this reading resonated, if it helped at any point, at any time, Ashe, I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. If you like this kind of reading, if you like the kind of reader that I am, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos, and hit the like button if you like the video. So I'm going to go ahead and go to your sister group, which is Group 2, but you guys, I will see in my next video. Okay? Bye, guys. What is going on, Group 2? Welcome to your reading. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to go ahead and get started. First, I want to talk about the overall energy. I want that card to come out first, Spirit. So can you give me the overall energy for group 2, those who pick Tiger's Eye, please? Thank you. Temperance. Temperance. Shuffle. Temperance talks about embracing both sides. Temperance talks about yin yang energy, observing, and honestly, I feel like paying due and honor and respect to the light and the dark. Okay, and so initially, I literally am just kind of, I'm the person that cannot talk. It's like I can read, but I can't talk. It's the weirdest thing. Like I can read, I can be a reader, but I can't talk. What I was gonna say is, this upcoming week, I want you guys to expect to, how do I say that? You know how like in the spiritual community, we're over here big on like embrace, and by where I mean me. I embrace both sides. I understand that with light comes dark, with dark comes light. That both and the duality that they are, they're needed. So when you think of someone who is a light worker, we don't talk about the dark side. We don't talk about the shadowy side. We don't talk about the things that we bury deep, 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 deep into the back of our memory. So deep that we don't even remember them. Some of us repress them. We don't remember them. And we keep them there because sometimes the things that we repress, sometimes the things that we don't want to remember, we don't want to feel again. We don't want to see ourselves in those places, in those positions, in those experiences. And we think that healing looks like us just not acknowledging it. Healing looks like us just saying, you know what? I'm going to act like that didn't exist. That didn't happen. It is safer for me to that's how a lot of people think. Hell, that's how I thought at one point. Three of Swords. There's a lot of pain that I see you guys addressing this upcoming week. Expect to address some pain. Expect for some things to come back. Some things that you dug up deep to protect yourself with, Nine of Wands. Some things that you dug up, I don't know, maybe someone's going to be digging it up. Maybe there's someone that you left in your past that's coming back into your life, Ten of Cups. They're coming back into your life, or there's some drama coming back into your life. And I see this being an opportunity for you. Because you know that saying, like, when you know better, you do better. There are things that you've repressed, the things that you have put away, put aside because you didn't want to deal with them. But that's because at the time, that was in your best interest. See, ego came out and said, you don't need to deal with this right now. So we're going to tuck this away. Not so that you can never deal with it, but so that maybe one day when you're a little older, when you're a little stronger, when you're a little wiser, when you've done some work to strengthen yourself. See, that's the thing I think people keep forgetting about when they want to jump into this idea and concept of spirituality. And I hate the idea and term New Age spirituality. I reject it personally. I mean, you guys don't have to, but I do. Because there's nothing new about this shit. This is ancient shit. This is stuff that my ancestors used to do. Throw bones, divination, astrology, root work. That's not new age. Let me not go on a rant. My point is, One, I think you need to focus this upcoming week on going back to self. I know that everybody gets so boggled down with day-to-day life, right? You got your obligations, you got your kids, you gotta go to work, you gotta do all this shit that's designed to continuously distract you from the bigger picture, which is freedom. Freedom of the image that you hold to yourself and the limitations that you give yourself when you look in the mirror, freedom of life and the pursuit of happiness. Like, you guys don't even want to get, like, you guys don't understand. Like, some of you guys in group 2 are coming to this understanding that, there are things in your life that you want to change and you're probably working on changing, but spirit is kind of like, don't forget about the stuff that kind of happened to you that made you the person you are today, that you want to correct, because you're trying to change yourself without addressing how you got there, and that just doesn't work. So opportunity, massive opportunity. Ace of Wands is coming out, and then I see the Empress card. Massive opportunity. Empress card, the first real divine feminine card in the tarot deck, arguably, my opinion, though. It represents fertility. It represents womb care. Womb care. Some of you guys, this may be triggering. I probably should have put a disclaimer, but I can't. How the fuck do you disclaim something when you're reading and it just comes out? This is why I say, like, I'm not for the sensitive. I'm not for the weaker, or not weak, but the not mentally strong people. I don't know how to put that. Whatever. My point is that I think that even some of you guys, you may have experienced a loss in the form of a baby, a child, a miscarriage. And there's an opportunity for healing in that experience as well. That actually kind of makes sense now when I look at Ten of Cups, because Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment with your surroundings. And it's like, I think you're guarding this, like you have this image of what your family looks like, and maybe because things didn't happen the way that you foresaw them, or something happened in a way that you did not foresee happening, and so you've kind of put this idea of what's possible for your family, you've put that on, you've shelved it, you've put it out and out of your mind. And I think that, it's also spirit coming in and saying, don't give up on that idea, don't give up on that image, that you can still have that family or your family, that there's still things that can come from, healing. We're getting a little deep. Jumping card. What are you? Hermit card. Hermit is coming in and saying, take some time and sit with self. Take some time and sit with source. Meditate on the higher power. Meditate on what it is that you need to know in order to get to this place of peace. What is it that you need to know to vibrate at the frequency of fulfillment so that you can, kind of experience life the way that you want to. And sometimes the things that do happen that you don't want to experience, you can navigate those things without being tainted by the experience. But Hermit card is kind of saying, meditate on that. Meditate on what that looks like. Don't just talk about it. Don't just think about it. Go sit and meditate in it. Page of Pence. Page of Pence with Page of Wands, and then I put, oh, excuse me, Four of Swords on top of that. You guys have to find a way to balance learning. Okay, so there's a time and a place for everything. There's a season for everything. In this world, everything happens in seasons and cycles. If you do not know, now you do. And some of you guys need to figure out what your cycle looks like. Because in your life, every moment you wake up, you are in some sort of cycle. It doesn't mean you're in a different cycle from today than you are yesterday, but you need to identify what season or what cycle you're in, because there is a season for learning. There is a season for doing. There is a season for resting. That's what I'm seeing with these three cards. And I need you guys to figure out what season you're in so you know what to do. I'm going to tell you, though, as your reader, you're in the season for resting. You're in the season for resting and healing. So you going out because you got to go be by some people, or you kind of taking on more things that you can do at work, going to and doing overtime, going to all these events, keeping yourself busy. All you're doing is prolonging this season. It's time for you to really sit down. Any other cards for group 2? Thank you. Queen of Swords, sometimes I look at Queen of Swords as the villain in Snow White, which I know you probably weren't even thinking I was going to say the villain. What the hell? But no, the villain in Snow White, the evil queen, right? And she has this, I love the villains of Disney. I'm a Disney freak, even though I know that's controversial, and I know Walt was probably allegedly racist, but neither here nor there. My childhood was my childhood, and I'm referencing who I was as a little bitty, 8-year-old who didn't know anything. But anyway, the point is that it just really did just go on a whole tangent. But the Queen of Swords, I look at her as the evil queen, but I look at the evil queen and all of the good aspects about her, the things that we as women especially can gain from. See, this is you being able to take an objective look at something that you were taught was bad, right? So we are like, okay, the evil queen, she's evil. Why is she evil? Well, she's evil because she, wanted to hunt Snow White down and, kill her because she was jealous. Okay, that's fine. But arguably, I want you guys to also take into consideration the characteristics of the evil queen. Okay, this was a very strong and powerful woman. This is a woman who did not bite her tongue. This was a woman who was not, this was a woman who was very much in her Lilith energy. And I've talked about Lilith on this channel before. This is a woman who knows what she wants. And she really doesn't care what you think about it. This is a woman who does not mind being reckless with her tongue. And this is a woman who you cannot take advantage of. Okay? And I think you kind of figuring out what those aspects look like, how to kind of absorb some of that. What do you look like as a woman who doesn't take smack from anyone, who demands and commands respect and authority? Because that's who she was to me. I mean, she kind of also attempted to end Snow White's life, but we're not gonna talk about that part. We're only gonna talk about her, like at her castle, like let's say before the whole Snow White thing. Like, think about the kind of woman she was. And I'm wondering, again, you don't have to take it as my analogy. You don't have to take on the evil queen. I'm not saying that. I hope you guys are following me. Let me know, actually, if you're following me, if what I'm saying makes sense. Please let me know in the comment section. But Queen of Swords to me is just like, who are you? And are you willing to stand up and be that person day in and day out? This upcoming week, I feel like you guys can expect to be put in positions where you are going to have to speak your mind. And do you choose to speak your mind? Because you can operate in your divine feminine energy and still say, I'm not going to stand for anything. You're not going to disrespect me. You are going to treat me with respect. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me. Why? Because I'm a boss. I'm just playing. If you guys have heard that song Bossy by Khalees, then shout out to you. Anyway, that's your reading group 2. If the reading resonated at all, if I said anything that hit home for you or that was helpful, Ashe, I'm grateful. If you like the reading, hit the like button, of course, and as always, subscribe if you haven't yet already. I'm going to go to group 3, but I will see you guys in my next reading. Okay, bye guys. What's going on, Red Jasper group 3? I am here to give you guys your week ahead reading, what to expect, what to experience. This isn't going to be surface level shit, at least it hasn't been for the other 2 groups, so I'm not expecting it to be for this one, even though it may, but I'm not expecting it to, just to let you guys know. And I'm going to first and foremost pick the overall, thank you, okay, 2 energies for the week. We have the Magician card, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. For some reason, I'm hearing this saying. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with it. So the saying that I'm hearing for you guys is, the grass is not greener. The grass is not greener. Stop looking to your left, stop looking to your right, and focus on what's in front of you. Okay, I feel like some of you guys have been feeling kind of stuck, kind of dormant, and it's because you have stopped focusing on yourself. You have stopped worrying about yourself, and you have started to compare yourself. You're trying to keep up with other people, and week ahead, you're gonna experience that same dormant energy if you don't stop doing that. What can they expect, though? What can they expect for the week ahead? Whoop. What can group 3 expect for the thank you? I feel like you're going to be asked to I don't know. I don't know if you guys are into planning things at all, party planning or orchestrating some type of event. But I think there's some people that are going to be coming your way and speaking to you about, what are your ideas? What are your thoughts? Or like something to that effect about planning something. You're going to be asked to kind of come into some sort of party planning committee, something, planning a birthday or something. There's some kind of event that, people that associates or friends, someone's going to ask you basically to help them come up with ideas, help them come up with, I think you kind of come off as a very organized person, or maybe you're a person that's just really good with like design, and yeah, they kind of feel like you would be very helpful for them helpful in this process. And so I'm basically saying you can expect to have somebody ask you to help them out with something that has to do with planning. I expect to be confused regarding your, I don't know, I feel like there's somebody that's coming to approach you. I don't know. For some reason, You could be single or in a relationship. It really doesn't matter, but I feel like you're going to be hit on. You're going to be getting hit on a couple of times probably this week. They're all dead ends, but I don't know. Maybe you've changed something with like your, I don't know, maybe you cut your hair, maybe you changed your face, you started doing your makeup different or started dressing different. Something that you did, but I feel like your people are going to start taking notice. People are going to start complimenting you. People are going to start, I feel like you're probably going to be, kind of hit on. I don't know why. It's like you keep feeling like you're going to get hit on. What is that? Why that, though? Ace of Swords in reverse. So we had Ace of Swords in reverse, and then we had Six of Cups and the Devil card. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like some of you guys are feeling stuck right now, and you're probably feeling stuck because, well, okay, one, I don't know why, but I'm getting the sense that you guys are in some sort of marketing or some sort of advertisement, some sort of I keep getting this feeling that like you guys are used to people coming towards you, coming for you for your ideas, and you don't mind because you probably are really good with your ideas. But I also feel like you can expect to feel some sort of blockage when it comes to that. I also feel like there's someone. It's probably because you're going to be thrown off. I don't know, someone's kind of resurfacing back into your life, someone that you haven't seen for a while. Um, um, and I don't know why, but this kind of feels like, a person that you purposely walked away from, but then you run into. This person you don't have the best history with this person, or you don't have the best, like, when you think about this person, you don't have only good thoughts. You probably have some kind of bad thoughts, probably some toxic shit that comes up. And it's somebody that you kind of left in your past. And I kind of see them kind of coming back into your life. I could see them propositioning you too. Like, I don't know, that Devil card is just giving me very much like, come with me type of mess. And like I said, those of you guys who are in relationships, I don't know, watch out. This also could be reinforcing what I was saying earlier about people hitting on you, because Devil card is just giving me like, this person's up to no good. This person is like, like you have that like bad boy that you should stay away from because he's up to no good. I mean, the sex is good, but that person is just like a shit person, and you kind of deal with yourself about whether or not to pursue that person. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a test. It's definitely a test. It's a test, and yeah. Like, what you're supposed to do. There's nothing good that can come from that. High Priestess, Five of Swords. Yeah, this is going to be I think I see proposition. Someone's propositioning you, or going to proposition you this week. Someone's going to proposition you, and it's all about your decisions. It's all about your choices. You can't blame anybody. Did I really just kick this? My bad, guys. Sorry. You can't blame anybody but yourself, okay? So when someone comes and they proposition you, you weigh your good, your bad, you speak to your higher self, you really be honest with yourself. And some of you will know, like, I'm not supposed to do that. I know I'm not supposed to do that. Don't make excuses for yourself. If you know you're not supposed to do that, if you know you're not supposed to go down that road, if like, for example, people who relapse, with whatever. It could be a sex addict, you have these patterns, Oh, I thought my camera shut off. If you let's say for example you were a sex addict, like you went to the classes, you learned these skills, you've learned how to cope, you've learned what to do when you're feeling tempted, and so when the test comes and sexy comes back into your life and wants to play like they used to, that's your test. That spirit saying, okay, you have all the resources, magician card, you have all the resources. What are you gonna do? And you have to decide now, all right, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to apply all the things that I learned. I'm going to call my, accountability partner, whoever, all of that stuff. Like, what do you do? The test is this week. Okay? This is a test this week for you guys, group 3. And I hope I gave you some insight and some guidance on what to do. I'm going to pull one more card for the road. 6 of Swords. Let it go. Leave it be. Let the past stay in the past. I mean, come on. Keep going. Get out of there. Wherever you see him, if you ordered coffee and he came in and was like, oh, you go here too? Nope, I actually don't go here anymore. And then get out of there. Abort mission, okay? So Group 3, that is your reading. I'm trying to get this video out to you guys today. So that is your reading. If I provided insight, clarity, or guidance at any point, ashe. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you liked the video. Hit the like button. And I will see you guys in my next reading. Okay?